Happy Tuesday, friends. I am doing some random food prep on a Tuesday at 11:45 in the morning. I've got like some extra lean ground turkey that I'm just midday prepping because I'm eating lunch, and I got home from Oregon yesterday. I stayed in Oregon halfway, so I didn't have to do the whole 13. Actually, it's like a 16-hour drive by myself. So anyways, came home, of course, naturally, like I didn't have any food prepped. I still have to do laundry, like do all the things. So I'm always like have backup in the freezer. So I had like some backup turkey, and I took it out last night, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta do some stuff. Sometimes it's a matter of like, I don't know how to season that, or I don't know how to flavor that or whatever. I always just have this, and I know my authentic Hispanics are screaming right now because they're probably so disappointed in me.
What the fuck is that?
But your girl ain't gonna like roast tomatillos and do all this stuff to make it taste amazing. So this is like the next best thing. If I use it, it's gonna taste fine and good, and I'll make like tacos with my little egg fin wraps that you guys probably see me use a lot on like social media. I post them often because they're super low carb. They're in this like little package here, but anyways, so I will do like tacos with this meat. I will do like a big huge salad with just like all the greens and veggies and stuff, because I like that like fullness factor. I don't like to be stuffed full because there is definitely a difference. I think that I spent a lot of time growing up always feeling like overly full, like stuffed. And I think that's a hard habit to break, because naturally your stomach, it's a muscle, and it stretches and expands over time with continuing to like get over stuff. And so you're always looking to chase that feeling. And I think it was largely due to the fact that like growing up, my parents were always like, finish what's on your plate, finish what's on your plate. And so when I raised my kids, I did the same thing, right, with them. I mean, you can even ask Coach Coach Alicia, about the time that she fell asleep at the kitchen table. Ask her about that one. It's a real good memory. But I think, as I got older, like Tyson, I've never, imposed that on him, and probably since probably 2014, since I went to like nutrition school, and I learned things.
Check out the big brain on
Diane.
So anyways, this is not what this video is about, but just getting some food prep done. That was a total side rant, and I wanted to start posting more in this group, because not only are there a lot of Venus clients in here that do personal training, but there's also my bikini competitors and my online nutrition coaching clients that are doing ditch deprivation and doing check-ins. I'm doing a lot of check-ins every day now that, my online platform has grown, which I'm super grateful for. And I'm also seeing a lot of the same reoccurring like struggles. I see lots of processed foods still being consumed, fast foods, things through the drive-through. So I know that there is a robust group of you that have been with me for some time, and have this down, right? Like it's routine, just like it is for me. Like I'm in here in the kitchen, I'm not gonna just waste time. I'm gonna multitask and do something while my food was kind of like too hot to eat right away. So it's like just chilling for a second. So I'm always multitasking. Like I'm always, trying to figure out how I can optimize my health and my nutrition. And that means being on task with all the things and getting my stuff dialed in. That means and this is just me, and I'm not saying it's the right way, but this means I don't spend a lot of time watching TV. I don't, sit there and do mindless things. For me personally, you guys have the tools. You know what you need to do. I mean, you honestly don't even need to hire me to tell you what to do, right? Like there's an abundance of resources on the internet for you could plug in meal plan and have a meal plan at your fingertips for free probably, or calculate your macros, but that's not why you're here. You're here because you want the accountability. And if a lot of times if we're left to our own devices, we just keep doing the same shit that we've always done because these are the habits that we've made over time. Habit change is imperative for lasting change. So you have to change the old habits, like my binge watching. I used to be obsessed with that show and I can't even remember what it is. And it was like the dude who was Superman, but he was like younger. Someone's gonna chime in the comments below.
That's from Superman? Smallville.
I can't remember. We have like all of the seasons, right? So, and a lot of times sitting in front of the TV, eating food that, you know, made me feel like crap. And then because I did that, or I'd stay up late. It's a domino effect of like bad habits, right? Staying up late, eating crap while you're sitting on the couch doing that, or drinking, then means you're probably gonna hit snooze multiple times and miss, you know, your workouts or whatever, and or you're not gonna get up in time to make something for lunch to take with you, so you're just gonna grab takeout. So it's a culmination why you're like, oh, it's just sitting on the couch, you know, unwinding for 3 or 4 hours watching TV because I need it, because I'm tired. That sometimes little tiny habit, because it's a habit, is actually the problem that is tipping all the other dominoes that are other bad habits that follow. So a lot of times it's just a matter of like, you just have to fucking do it, right? Like there is no one gonna come save us. We have to really take accountability for the fact that we're adults and we've made these choices, and now it's time to make different choices, and that's uncomfortable and it feels awkward because it's new and there's resistance and all the things. But I'm telling you, the more that you create new neural patterns in your brain to do new things, the easier it gets. It's always hard in the beginning. It's always sucks because it's new, or it doesn't taste good, or it's not fun, or it hurts because it's uncomfortable, or, you know, whatever. And honestly, that cheesy ass quote rings true every time, is that growth is felt outside of your comfort zone. Growth is right outside of your comfort zone. Change is right outside of your comfort zone. Can't express that enough. You know, it's super comfortable to remain stagnant and be the same and do the same and have the same old patterns and behaviors, and just like wake up 10, 15 years later and be like, holy shit, I just kind of been doing the same things all the time, and here I am, and I've landed in, you know, whether it's an unhealthy body or there's a disease that's come up or some sort of life-altering event, and you've all of a sudden been like smacked with that. It can be very disheartening, and I don't want that for anybody, for them to wake up later and be like, oh shit, I should have like got my life together and my health together, so I'm not battling this now. So I'd love for us to start like posting our foods. Like Amanda, Coach Glitter's really good about that. Anybody who feels like, you guys, my foods are not pretty. They're not. It's not Instagram worthy. So I want you to like not judge your food like display, but just know that everyone's gonna ask, ooh, what is that? How'd you cook it? Da, 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 da. So if you post, I try to get as descriptive as I can with as few words as possible, just so that way I'm not getting a ton of having to go back and forth of like, oh, what's in that? How long did you cook it for? How many tablespoons? How many this? I just like put everything down and like give you guys like the Cliff's Notes version, just so it's simple and easy and quick. Let's see if this tastes good. Oh, do the job. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Go kick ass.